developing right now. Some key decisions on cabinet members in the Trump administration could be coming as early as tomorrow. Joining me now, CPAC chairman and Republican strategist Matt Schlapp. All right. Good evening, Matt. I just finished speaking with Governor Mike Huckabee, and we kind of put to rest that whole idea that Donald Trump is this thin-skinned individual, given the fact that he's bringing in people like Mitt Romney and Nikki Haley, Trump Tower the other day, bringing in people who are rather critical, to say the least, of him. Now, there is also this rumor that, Donald, the president-elect, only wants, people around him in the cabinet.
That's right.
What's your take on that argument?
Boy, when I see Mike Flynn, Mike Pompeo, Jeff Sessions, these are people of strong character, strong-willed, opinionated, experienced. They are going to push back on things they don't believe in. Mike Flynn was fired because he pushed back so aggressively. I know Mike Pompeo personally. He's a personal friend. He's my hometown congressman. This is a brilliant guy, first in his class at West Point, went to Harvard Law, and he's a real strong-willed guy. I mean, Donald Trump is putting together so far a very impressive group of guys together.
Okay, so we know Pompeo is brilliant, Harvard, #1 at West Point, in Congress, sat on Select Committee on Benghazi. He's been on Justice many times. We love him. We think he's great. And Flynn, also a straight shooter, a tough talker. But let's talk about Sessions. Now, Sessions also is someone, the Attorney General candidate, Senate confirmation. There is some pushback. It seems like every day they push back on somebody, and then it goes away to the next guy. That, it's just like the crybabies who can't get over the election are like,
right.
Let's push back on the next guy and see if that sticks. So Sessions is this incredible background in terms of former United States attorney, world-class legal mind, and for all the criticism of him, while he was United States attorney, he filed a host of desegregation lawsuits in Alabama.
That's right.
That goes right against things that people are saying about him.
Yeah, and I also think, Judge, this whole question about bringing up race over and over again, I actually think the American people are quite exhausted from all this. I know Jeff Sessions, he failed to be confirmed when he's put up to be a federal judge, but that was all politics. It was all politics. And I think he's going to be just fine with his colleagues in the United States Senate. And he's going to be a very bold attorney general. I'm very pleased he's going to be there.
And you know what amazes me? For all the talk of racism, and it infuriates me because stuff that isn't true, when it gets into the media, Senator Sessions voted in favor of the 30-year extension of the Civil Rights Act.
That's right.
And he, filed the desegregation lawsuits in Alabama. And also, he campaigned against George Wallace. He spearheaded the effort to award the Congressional Gold Medal to Rosa Parks, an Alabama native in civil rights. I mean, come on.
And he prosecuted the head of the KKK. I mean, let's get the facts out on the table, and when the American people hear the facts, he will be confirmed. And the important thing is Donald Trump will have someone at the Department of Justice who will follow the law. It's the first time in 8 years in every case.
Oh, you mean when Loretta Lynch met Bill Clinton on the tarmac, that really was an accident?
There'll be no secret meetings in the backs of planes with Jeff Sessions as Attorney General, Judge.
Yeah, he's a very smart, ethical man. And finally, have you heard anything about this General Mattis?
Everything I've heard is wonderful, that he is a great leader, that he's probably exactly what we need at the Department of Defense. And once again, he is no shrinking violet. He is somebody who I think will stand up and give the president straight advice. And look, in the times we're in overseas, with what we face, the threats with terrorism and everything, and Russia and China, we need a war cabinet that's ready to defend American interests, and I think that's what he's putting together.
And I spoke with my good friend Colonel Hunt, and he said to me that he worked with Mattis, and he said his nickname is Mad Dog Mattis. I like him already. Matt Schlapp,
I think
thanks for being with us.
The terrorists will love it too, Judge.
Yeah, I hope so. Thanksgiving Street Justice style still ahead. But first, a big political panel on deck. OPEC Chairman David Avella, former Bill Clinton poster Doug Schoen, ready to go at it. We'll talk President-elect Trump and debate some of the picks already made, as well as some